Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to solve O-Levels Additional Mathematics Paper 2 in a session October-November 2018 Paper 2-2. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1, solve the inequality. So let me open this. So x square plus 4x minus 3x and minus 3 times 4 is 12 is greater than x plus 13. Shifting all the terms to the left side, we have x square plus x and minus x. 4x minus 3x is x minus 12 minus 13 is greater than 0. So cancel plus x and minus x. So x square minus 12 minus 13 is minus 25 is greater than 0. So here we have two factors, x plus 5 and x minus 5 is greater than 0, right? So the answers are x is equals to 5 and x is equals to minus 5. Now we have to check which inequality it's satisfied. So if I draw the parabola, so as you can see, this is a quadratic equation and its shape is a parabola. We have two zeros and this is minus 5 and at 5, right? And x square coefficient is positive, so the opening of the parabola is upward. So this is a shape of the parabola and we have to find when this is greater than 0. So it is great, the curve is greater than 0 when the values are less than minus 5 and more than 5. So we can say that the inequality satisfies when x is less than minus 5 and when x is more than 5. Question number 2. There are 105 boys in a year group at a school. Total number of boys we have given. Some boys play football, F, and some play cricket, C. X boys play both cricket, football, and cricket. So intersection is X. Number of boys that play neither game is the same as the number of boys that played both games. So both game and neither game, the number is X, right? 40 boys play cricket, so cricket are 40, so in here we have to use 40 minus x. Number of boys that only play football, not intersection with the cricket, is twice the number of boys that only play cricket, so 2 times of 40 minus x. The only play football is 2 times the only play cricket. Complete the Venn diagram and find the value of x. So to solve for x, we have to do the sum of all equals to 105. So 2 times 4 is 80 minus 2x plus 40 minus x plus x equals to 105, right? So positive x and negative x is cancel. We have minus 2x and plus x. This is minus x and we have to do 80 plus 40, this is 120 equals to 105, right? So let me shift x on this side, become positive, and 120 minus 105, so this is x equals to 15. So the value of x is equals to 15. Question number 3. A curve has an equation y equals to this. Find number 1 dy by dx. So here we use a quotient rule. Dy by dx, the denominator function, the derivative of the numerator function minus the numerator function and the derivative of the denominator function. And this whole is divided by the square of the denominator function. Sine 2x whole square. Let me open the derivatives. Sine 2x, this is 3x square, minus x cube. Sine derivative is cos 2x, 2x derivative is 2, and whole divided by sine 2x whole square. Okay, let me do further simplification one more step, that is 3x square sine 2x minus 2x cube cos 2x divides sine 2x square. Right. Now for second part, the equation of tangent to the curve at a point where x is equals to pi by 4. We have to find the equation of tangent to the curve at this point. So the equation of tangent is y minus y naught equals to m into x minus x naught. For equation of tangent, we need a point x naught and y naught. We have a point x naught, that is pi by 4. Let me solve for y. So if we go, y is x cube over sine 2x. So find the value of y at x is equals to pi by 4. Pi by 4 whole cube divide sine 2 pi by 4. Right. Let me solve for sine 2 pi divides 4. This is equals to 1. So the value is pi cube and 4 cube is 64. Let me double check. Yes, 64. Pi cube over 64 is the y. So x naught is pi by 4 and y naught is pi cube over 64. Now what is m? M is the slope. The m value is gradient, is dy over dx at x is equals to pi by 4. So we have dy by dx from the first part, that's substituted to pi by 4. So we already did sine 2 pi by 4 is equals to 1. So this is just 1. So we can say 3 pi by 4 whole square. This term is 1. And what is cos 2 pi by 4? Cos 2 pi divides 4. This is just 0. So this expression is 0 and it is also divided by 1. So we have 4 square is 16. Yes. So 3 pi square over 16. Right. Let me simplify this. Let me substitute into this curve. So y minus y naught is pi cube over 64. M value is 3 pi square over 16 into x minus x naught is pi by 4. Right. You can keep it into this form, or let me convert into y equals to mx plus c form, that is 3 pi square over 16x, right, and minus 3 pi cube over 4 times 16, 64 over 64, and shifting this term on the other side becomes positive pi cube over 64. So 1 minus 3 is 2 pi cube over 64. So 2 divided 64 is 1 by 32. So y equals to pi cube 3 pi square, over 16x minus 2 pi cube over 64. And 2 by 64 is 1 by 32. Pi cube over 32. This is equation of tangent. Question number 4. Solve number 1. 2 power 3x minus 1 equals to 6. We have to solve for x, but we cannot convert this 6 as a power of 2. So let me take log on both sides. Okay. Taking log base 10 on both sides. Right. So 3x minus 1 comes before the log 2 equals to log 6. 3x minus 1 equals to log 6 over log 2, right? And 3x is equals to log 6 over log 2 minus 1. Or we can say that the x value is 1 by 3 log 6 over log 2 minus 1. So this is a value of x, or you can convert this into decimals as well. Just simplify by using calculator. Both are correct. Now for second part, we have to solve for y from here. Yes. So first let me use a change of base formula here. So log base 3 y plus 14, we can write 1 as a log base 3. So log base 3 is equals to 1. plus 2. Now change of base formula, log 3 base 3 over log y with the base 3, right? So log 3 is just 1, so it is 1 over this, so we have to do the reciprocal. Okay, so log base 3 y plus 14 equals to log base 3 plus 2 log base 3y, because this expression is 1 and I did the reciprocal. Okay, now simplify one more step. Log base 3 y plus 14 log base 3 plus log base 3 y square, right? Now let me do the product. So log base 3 y plus 14 equals to log base 3 y square, right? Now we can cancel the log base 3 on both sides and we have an equation in y, so we can say 3y square equals to y plus 14. 3y square minus y minus 14 is equals to 0. This is a quadratic equation in a variable y. We have to factorize it. So for factorization, if I can say 3 times minus 14 is minus 42. And if I do 6 times minus 7 is minus 42, and 6 minus 7 is minus 1. So let me break the midterm. 3y square plus 6y minus 7y and minus 14 equals to 0. 3 and y is common, so y plus 2. 3 times 2 is 6, minus 7 is common, y plus 2 equals to 0. So 3y minus 7 and y plus 2 equals to 0. So from here we have two factors. So let me solve the two values of y. So from here y is equals to negative 2 is not a solution, because log of negative number does not exist, right? So we have to do the positive one. So 3y minus 7 equals to 0 and y equals to 7 by 3. This is the only solution, right? Question number 5, solve the simultaneous equations. So let me convert the first equation as a power of 2 and second as a power of 3. Okay, start doing work on first one. So 8 is 2 cube. So 2 power 3 and whole power is p plus 1 divides 4 is 2 square. Power is q. This is equals to 2 power 11, right? For further simplification, we can say 2 power 3p plus 3 and minus 2q equals to 2 power 11. And that if I compare, bases are same, we can compare the powers. So here we have 3p minus 2q plus 3 equals to 11, and the equation is 3p plus 2 minus 2q equals to 11 minus 3 is 8. This is my first equation. Now let me simplify the second as well. Okay, so 3 power is 2p plus 5 divides 27 is 3 cube. Its power is 1 by 3. And 9 is 3 square and its power is 3 cube. Okay, so 3 power is 2p plus 5 and this is minus 1 and this is 3 power 2 times 3 6 cube, right? Now comparing the powers, we have an equation 2p plus 5 minus 1 equals to 6q. So 2p minus 6q equals to 5 minus 1 is 4, so we have minus 4. This is my second equation, right? Now let me solve the two equations to get the value for p and q. Okay, so for the first equation, p is 3, 2, minus 2 and minus 6. So let me use a method of substitution or elimination. This is your choice. So if I use elimination method, we have the first equation is multiplying by this equation. I am going to multiply this by negative 2 and the second equation is multiplying by 3, right? So 2 times 3 is minus 6p, minus minus is plus, 2 times 2 is 4q, equals to 2 times 4 is 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 3 is 6p, minus 3 times 6 is 18q, and 3 times 4 is 12, right? Now let me add the two equations to eliminate a variable p and solve for q, right? So 4 minus 18 is minus 14q, and we have 16 and 12. Negative 16, negative 12 is negative 28, divides negative 14. This is 2, so q equals to 2, right? Now let me substitute the q value into the first or second to get the p value, right? So 3p minus 2q equals to 8, right? So 3p equals to 8. 2 times 2 is 4, so positive 4. Negative shifted over here, positive 8 plus 4 is 12. So 3p is equals to 12, and p equals to 12 divides 4, 3. 12 divides 3 is 4. So p equals to 4 and q equals to 2. Question number 6, part A. A 5-character code is to be found from 13 characters shown below. So total number of characters are 13, and we have to make a 5-character code. Each character may be used once only in any code. So no repetition, it's a permutation question. So we have letters and numbers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters, and we have 7 numbers, right? Find the number of different codes in which no 2 letters follow each other and no 2 numbers follow each other, right? So here let me consider 2 cases, right? So case 1, when the code starts with a letter, right? No 2 letters, right? So again, 5-digit code, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if it starts with a letter, there are 6 options for the first digit, right? Okay, and then letter, and then after that we have a number. So no 2 letters follow each other, right? And no 2 okay, now first digit is the letters. We have 6 options for the letters. Second digit is a number. We have 7 options for the numbers. Then again a letter. Now we have already used 6. We have 5 options for letter, and now 6 options for a number. And again we have 4 options for letter, right? Now let me simplify. 6 times 7 times 5 times 6 times 4. 5040. This is the first case answer. Now for second case, if the code starts with number, starts with a number. Okay, again a 5-digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if it starts with a number, we have 7 options for the first digit because there are 7 numbers. And after that number, we have to use a letter. We have 6 options because 6 letters. And then again, we use a number. Now 6 numbers are left. And then we use a letter. 5 letters are left. Then we use a number. Then we have 5 numbers are left. Okay, 7 times 6 times 6 times 5 times 5. This is 6,300. 6300. Now let me find the total. 6300 plus 5040. This is 11340, right? So the total is 11,340. Right. Now for part B, a netball team of 7 players is to be chosen from 10 girls. So the total number of girls are 10, and we have to make a team of 7. 3 of these girls are sisters. Out of those 3, out of the 10, 3 are sisters. Find the number of different ways the team can be chosen if the team does not contain all 3 sisters, right? So the total from 10 girls, we have to make a team of 7, right? So from total, we have to subtract the team does not contain all 3 sisters, right? So the team Yes, from the total we are subtracting the team that contain all three sisters. So the team that contain three sisters are 7C4, because three sisters. So from 10 we have to subtract 3, so we have 7, and from 7 players subtract 3, we have 4. So let me find the answer. 10C7 is 120 minus C4, 35. So from 120 subtract 35 is 85. So there are 85 different ways the team can be chosen. Question number 7, solve the quadratic equation giving your answer in the form of a plus b square root of 3, where a and b are constants, right? So let me apply the quadratic formula. So we have a, b and c, right? So x is equals to negative of b is 1, plus minus square root b square, b is just 1, so 1 square, minus 4 times a value is 1 minus square root of 3, times the c value is 1 plus square root of 3, and this is whole dividing by 2 times of a and the square root. 2 times of the a value is 1 minus square root of 3. So now x is equals to minus 1 plus minus square root. 1 square is just 1. So let me simplify this. 1 minus square root of 3 into 1 plus square root of 3. Minus 4 is outside. This is 1 square is 1. Minus square root of 3 square is 3. Okay. And divide by 2. 1 minus square root of 3. Right. Okay, so in the square root we have x is equals to minus 1 plus minus square root. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. 1 minus 3 is minus 2, times minus 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, and square root of 9 is equals to 3. So this is plus minus 3 we have here, no square root. And then dividing by 2 into 1 minus square root of 3, right? So here we have two solutions. Now the first solution is x is equals to minus 1 plus 3 divides 2 into 1 minus square root of 3. This is x is equals to 2 divides 2 into 1 minus square root of 3. We can cancel the 2. And we have to rationalize x is equals to 1 over 1 minus square root of 3, multiplying and dividing by the conjugate of the denominator, 1 plus square root of 3 over 1 plus square root of 3. So x is equals to 1 plus square root of 3, and 1 square is divides. 1 square is 1 minus square root of 3 square is 3, so it is negative 2. So x is equals to 1 plus square root of 3 divides minus 2. Right, or if I simplify this into a plus b square root of 3 form, so x is equals to minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 square root of 3. This is the first root, right? Now let me find the answer for the second root as well. Okay, now for the second root we have x is equals to 1 minus 3 minus 1 minus 3 divides 2 into 1 minus square root of 3. So x is equals to minus 4 divides 2 into 1 minus square root of 3. So 2 times 2 is 4, right? Again rationalizing, x is equals to minus 2 divides 1 minus square root of 3 times 1 minus 1 plus square root of 3 over 1 plus square root of 3, right? So we have x is equals to minus 2 into 1 minus 1 plus square root of 3 divides 1 minus 3, right? So x is equals to minus 2 into 1 plus square root of 3 divides minus 2. We can cancel negative 2, so x is equals to 1 plus square root of 3. So these are the two roots of the quadratic equation in the form of a plus b square root of 3. Question number 8, part 1, show that the left hand side equals to the right hand side. Starting from the left hand side, let me cross multiply. So this is 1 plus sine x, subtract 1 minus sine x, right? And it is divided by the product of 1 plus sine x into 1 minus sine x. 1 plus sine x into 1 minus sine x. A plus b into a minus b, right? So this is 1 plus sine x minus 1 plus sine x, right? And it's divided by 1 minus sine square x. Positive 1 and negative 1 is cancelled. We have 2 times of sine x divides 1 minus sine square x is cos square x, right? So we can say this as 2 sine x over cos x into 1 over cos x, right? So this is 2 sine by cos is tangent and 1 by cos is secant. This is my right hand side, right? Now for the second part, and solve the equation. This equals to cosecant x for x is between 0 to 360 degrees. So this left hand side equals to this, right? So we can say 2 tan x secant x equals to cosecant x. So 2 sine by cos into 1 by cos equals to 1 by sine. Okay, so we have 2 sine x over cos x, shifting sign here, sine x over cos x equals to 1. Sine by cos is tan, so this is tan square x and this is 1 by 2. So we can say that tan square of x equals to 1 by 2, or tan x equals to plus minus 1 by square root of 2. So we have two solutions here, with a positive one and with a negative one. Okay, so the first case, let me say tan x is equals to 1 over square root of 2, and for other tan x equals to minus 1 over square root of 2, right? So here we have to solve for x with tan inverse of 1 by square root of 2, and here x is, again we are solving for positive, but we will do the negative answers according to the quadrants, in which quadrant tangent is negative. So this is in degrees. Convert your calculator into degrees, right? And tangent inverse 1 divides square root of 2 is 35.26 or 35.3. So here the x is equals to 35.3, right? And we know that, let me draw the coordinate here to check the operations and in which quadrant tangent is positive and in which tangent is negative, right? So we have A, S, T, C, right? So in the first we have just x, 180 minus x, 180 plus x, and 360 minus x. We have 0 to 360 is a domain, right? Now the tangent is positive in the first and in the third quadrant, you guys can see. So 35.5 is in the first quadrant. Now let me find the answer for the third. So for the third quadrant we can say plus 180. So 215.26. So 215.3 degrees. Okay, now tangent is negative in the second and fourth. Now for second, 180 minus that x value. So x here, x is equals to 180 degree minus 35.3. So this is 144.7. And for the other, 360 minus 35.3. 324.7. So these are the values of x that satisfies the given equation. Question number 9. The diagram shows the part of the curve, right? The normal to the curve at a point A meets the x-axis at point B. Number 1, find the equation of line AB. So AB is basically the normal to the curve at point A. It meets the x-axis at point B. So AB is basically the equation of normal, right? So for equation of normal is first thing we have the point xy coordinate 4 4. We have to find the gradient and put x equals to 4 here, right? So let me do the gradient. Dy by dx, this is equals to 2 and 1 by 2 square root of x. We can cancel the 2. This is 1 over square root of x. At x is equals to 4, the gradient is 1 by square root of 4. This is 1 by 2, right? And for normal, we have to do m value is negative reciprocal, so this is negative 2, right? Now the equation of normal we can write down as y minus 4 equals to negative reciprocal, that is negative 2 into x minus 4, right? We have to find the equation of line AB, or we can say y equals to negative 2x, positive 2 times 4 is 8, positive 4, or y equals to minus 2x, and 8 plus 4 equals to 12. So this is the equation of line AB. Right. Now for the second part, find the coordinates of point B. So we have given that the equation of normal to the curve at point A meets the x-axis at point B, right? So this is equation of normal. So at point B, it meets the x-axis, so y coordinate equals to 0. So put y equals to 0, minus 2x plus 12 equals to 0. So minus 2x equals to minus 12, and x is equals to 6, right? So we can say that the coordinates of B are x coordinate is 6 and the y coordinate is equals to 0. Now for the third part, showing all your working, find the area of the shaded region. Okay. So this is a shaded region and we have a curve, and this is normal to the curve. So this is perpendicular. So it is normal is always perpendicular to the curve. Right. So if I can draw, let me draw the straight line here. So this is also a right angle triangle, right? So this height is from 0 to 4. This height is 4, and now what is the base? Okay, and the point A and its x coordinate is 4, and the y coordinate of B is equals to 6. So this B is 6. So 4, 6, and the height is 4. And 4 to 6, this height is 2, right? So we have area of A and we have to find the area of B. This is the area under the curve between 0 to 4, and this is the area of a triangle, right? So we will get the shaded area. Okay, so the shaded area, let me do the area of a triangle first. Area of the triangle is half base times height, right? You can see the base is between 4 to 6, the base is 2, and the height is, the y component is 4, so it is 4, right? 2 times 4. So 2 times 4, so this is just 4, right? Now the area under the curve is area under the curve. You can see this curve between 0 to 4, we have to integrate it. So integration of 2 square root of x dx between 0 to 4, right? So we have 2x power 1 by 2 plus 1 over 1 by 2 plus 1 between 0 to 4. So 1 by 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2. Let me double check. Yes, 3 by 2. So this is 2. 3 by 2 is 2 by 3. And x power is 3 by 2 between 0 to 4. So this is 4 by 3 is outside. Now upper limit is 4 power. So the upper limit for power is 3 by 2 and the lower limit is just 0. So 4 power 3 by 2 is 8. So this is equals to 4 by 3 times 8. 8 times 4 divides 3 is 32 by 3, right? Now the shaded area, we have to sum both of them. Shaded area is area under the curve, that is 32 by 3, and area of a triangle, that is 4. So 32 by 3 plus 4, this is 44 over 3, or we can say 14.67 or 14.7. Question number 10. Two lines are tangent to the curve. The equation of each tangent is of the form y equals to this where k is constant. Number 1, find the two possible values of k. Okay, so the equation of tangent is of this form. So let's say this equation is tangent to this curve. So we know that tangent touch the curve at exactly 1 point. So we can put both the y's equal. So 12 minus 4x minus x square equals to 2k plus 1 minus kx. Right, it touch at 1 point, so the discriminant equals to 0. Okay, so or we can say 2k plus 1 minus kx, and shifting this minus 12 plus 4x minus x plus x square equals to 0. Okay, so we have x square and the x terms are 4k, and we have 4 minus kx, and here we have the constant terms is 11, negative 11, and plus 2k. X square, the 2x terms, and the constant term equals to 0. Now when the tangent touch the curve at 1 point, so it means the discriminant equals to 0, right? B square minus 4ac, this is equals to 0, right? So the b value is 4 minus k, this is whole square, minus 4 times a value times the c value, 2k minus 11, this is equals to 0. So 4 square is 16 plus k square, minus 2 times 4 is 8k, minus 4 times 2 is 8k, and minus times my plus, that is 44 equals to 0. Okay, now we have k square, and 8 plus 8 is 16, for negative 16k, and 44 add 16 is 60 plus 60, this is equals to 0, right? Now factorize this. 1 times 60 is 60, 6 times 10 is 60, and 6 minus 6 minus 10. K square minus 6k minus 10k plus 60, this is equals to 0. K is common, k minus 6 minus 10 is common, k minus 6 equals to 0. And two factors are k minus 6 and k minus 10. This is equals to 0, and from here the k value is equals to 6 or the k equals to 10. So these are the two possible values of k. Now for the second part, find the coordinates or point of intersection of two tangents, right? So we have given that the equation of each tangent is of the form this. We have two k values. Now let me write down this form. Y equals to 2k plus 1 minus 4k minus kx, right? Now k is 6 and 10, right? Now let me find the equation of two tangents, right? At k equals to 6, the equation of tangent is y equals to 2 times of 6 plus 1 minus 6x. This is 12 plus 1 minus 6x. This is 13 minus 6x, right? At y equals to 10, sorry, k equals to 10, the second equation of tangent is y equals to 2 times of 10 plus 1 minus 10x. This is 20 plus 1 minus 10x, yes, x, sorry, and this is equals to 21 minus 10x. Now we have to find the coordinates of point of intersection of two tangents. We have to put both of them equals to find the point of intersection, right? So we can say that 13 minus 6x equals to 21 minus 10x. Minus 6x plus 10x equals to 21 minus 13. So we can say 10 minus 6 is 4, and 21 minus 13 is 8. 4x equals to 8, and x is equals to 4 times 2 is 8. So we have the x coordinate, right? The x is equals to 2, right? Now let me find the y. So we can say that y is equals to, put into the first equation of tangent or second, we have 21 minus 10 times of 2. So y equals to 21 minus 10 times 2 is 20. So from here the y value is 1. So the coordinates or point of intersection are xy coordinates. X is equals to 2 and the y is 1. Question number 11, the functions f and g are defined for real values of x is greater than equals to 1 by f of x and g of x. Find f g composition f, right? So we can say g f of x. So g f of x is 4x minus 3, right? So g of x is 2 times 4x minus 3 plus 1 divides 3 times of 4x minus 3 minus 1, right? Now let me simplify this. So 8x, 2 times 4, 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 divides 3 times 4 is 12x, 3 times 3 is 9, minus 1. So g f of x is equals to 8x minus 5 divides 12x minus 10. Now for the second part, find g inverse of x. So we can say y equals to g of x, 2x plus 1 over 3x minus 1. Switching the variables. Now x is equals to 2y plus 1 over 3y minus 1. Cross multiplication, we have 3y minus 1 times x is equals to 2y plus 1. So 3xy minus x equals to 2y plus 1. Now we have to solve for y. That is my g inverse of x, right? So we have shifting the y terms to the left. So 3yx minus 2y equals to 1 plus x. Taking y common, 3x minus 2 equals to 1 plus x. So this is y and this is g inverse of x is equals to 1 plus x divides 3x minus 2. Now for part 3, find f composition g. Solve f composition g equals to x minus 1. Okay, so f composition g, f g of x, that is 2x plus 1 over 3x minus 1. Put it equals to x minus 1. We have to solve for x basically. So f of x is 4x minus 3. So 4 times this is your x and negative 3 equals to x minus 1. Now let me simplify. 4 times 2 is 8x plus 4 divides 3x minus 1 equals to x minus 1 plus 3, right? So 8x plus 4 is equals to cross multiplication x plus 2 into 3x minus 1, right? We will get a quadratic equation here. Okay, so further simplification, we have 8x plus 4. This is equals to x is multiplying 3x square minus x plus 2 times 3 is 6x minus 2. Or we can say 3x square, this is plus 5x minus 2 minus 8x minus 4 equals to 0. So 3x square, 5 and minus 8 is negative 3x and negative 6 equals to 0. Dividing by 3x square minus x minus 2 equals to 0, right? Now we have to factorize it. 1 times minus 2 is minus 2 and minus 2 plus 1, right? X square minus 2x minus plus x minus 2 equals to 0. So x is common, x minus 2 plus 1 is common, x minus 2 equals to 0. So x plus 1 and x minus 2, this is equals to 0, right? Now we have two factors, two x values, that is 2 and x is equals to negative 1. Question number 12, a plane that can travel at 260 km per hour in still air heads due north, right? So let me draw the north line. This is a north line, right? So this is, we have given is 260 km per hour. A wind with a speed of 40 km per hour from the bearing of 310 blows the plane off course, right? So let me extend this line and draw the east, west, north and south, right? So this is a north line, right? So we have to find the bearing of 310. So this bearing is 90, 180, 270 and 310 is somewhere here. So let me draw the line. Right, so we can say this whole angle is 310 degrees. So if this is 310, the whole is 360, so this angle is 360 minus 310, that is 50 degrees. Right, find the resultant speed of the plane. Okay, the resultant. So where is the resultant? So as you can see, the plane is traveling in this direction and the wind is in this direction, so the resultant is in the middle. Right, the resultant speed is, this is, here is a resultant force. Right, so let me draw the line that is parallel to this. Right, so right, this we have given is 40 kilometer per hour. Right, and we have to find this the R, we can say, and its direction as a bearing correct to 1 decimal place. Okay, so as you can see, this is a straight line, so this angle is 50, this is also 50. We have alternate angles are equal. Right, so we have this angle, this side and this side. We can find the R by using law of cosine. The first thing, we have to find the resultant speed by using law of cosine. Right, so R square is equals to 40 square plus 260 square minus 2 times 40 into 260 and cos of 50. Right, so what is R square? Let me simplify this. My calculator is in degrees, so cos 50 times 260 times 40 times -2 and add 260 square and add 40 square. This is R square, 55830. So taking R to the square root, so the resultant speed is 36.3 kilometer per hour. This is the resultant speed. Now the second thing is we have to find its direction as the bearing correct to 1 decimal place as a bearing. So this is a north line, we know that. So from north line to this, we have to find this angle theta. Right, okay, so we have to find theta, the front side, this angle and this side we have given. So here we use a law of sine. Okay, so for the law of sine, we can say sine theta over 40. This is equals to sine 50 over the value of R, that is 236. Right, let me solve for theta. So sine theta equals to 40 over 236 times sine 50, and to solve for theta we do sine inverse. Right, so sine 50 times 40 divides 236, and doing sine inverse of answer, we have theta that is equals to 7.5 degree. That is the bearing correct to 1 decimal place. So that was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.